Labor rights. Labor rights. We are on a high since last week. Since conference last week, we're up on a high. And we are lead. Andrew Holness, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, and him a lead. When I say Andrew, I do Andrew a lead. The turnout at conference 2024, the 81st conference of the Jamaica Labour Party, is something to be talked about. I believe so, like going into next year or January, we're still supposed to talk about the conference. Right? Because this morning I go up on one platform just to troll the PNP them and create excitement and just come off with them. Because why would they on platform and argue with PNP about things like a 90s? And PNP can't come tell you what the plan Mark Golding have for we. The only reason I went on that platform this morning was I never have nothing to do. And I just feel like a long time I not stir up PNP head. So I just decide to go up on it this morning, go stir up them head. Because we don't need for them on the platform I talk about FinSac. I talk about no bank account. Nothing what we should be talking about and basking in is the 81st conference of the Jamaica Labour Party. It was something to be talked about. And it is still something to be talked about. Because Damien Crawford him since last week because him come up boldly. Our conference got empty because the spirits of the labor rights are broken. But you don't know what to do. You don't stir up the ants' nest. You don't wake up the labor rights. And as Karen Morrison said, labor rights, pick up on a bell. Pick up on a bell because the time is now. We are going straight into election mode and we're at a point where we can't turn back. And we're not supposed to give them no upper hand. No make them go up on a platform and try skew the narrative and control the argument. The argument is no white man can rule we. And that's the argument. And we don't want an apology. So I don't want any liberal on a platform about, oh, let them apologize to Siago. Listen to me now. Let Siago rest. It is quite fine. They did what they do and what them do can't rub out. We don't want a white man for rule we. And that we say we don't want an apology. And we are go straight into our third term and them can't stop it. Them can't go dig up manly bone and resurrect him from the dead. A full speed ahead not supposed to be on a platform and make them a narrate to and tell you what to talk about. And like bank account argument we did that months ago. 1990s, 80s, we don't want to hear about that Ghana. Andrew Holness time now. Tell me what Mark Golding plans. And if them can't tell you no way, what is Mark Golding plans, we don't want an argument. We don't in a conversation. Right? We don't want an argument and we don't in a conversation. Mark Golding, what is your plan? Because coming to have a pity party, oh, the laborers are so aggressive. They're cussing me about my skin color. And it is so unbecoming. Huh? When you demonize Edward Siago, when you demonize him, when Mark Golding went on a stage and put a chain on a black man's neck, remember he's a descendant of slave owners. The descendant of slave owners putting chain around the descendant of slaves' neck. There was no outcry. Daniel Archer of Integrity Action or whatever or institution where she run name, never seen wrong with it. Michael Abrams was tight-lipped. Nothing was wrong with a white man who grew up in Jamaica, never born in a Jamaica. A few words and my own. A few words and my own. Him grew up in a Jamaica, but him never born here. Him have a wife of African descent and that is supposed to give him a pass. How insulting it is to your wife. For so you do your wife in your house. You put chain on her neck. What are we supposed to take of that, Mr. Golden? We don't want a white leader, and we're going to give you for free. We do not want no white leader. And that's the message where we are going right now. We don't want no apology for what y'all did to Mr. Siago in the 80s and the 90s. We don't want no apology. And we say we don't want a white man. And a white man can't rule over we. And that Warmington say, and that Julian Cuthbert say, and that we Andrew Holness labor rights have say. It is all good, when the labor rights are being labor rights, sophisticated and nice and well put together and not in the gutter. But now, when the labor rights are playing gutter politics, it's a problem. Now the shoe is on the other foot. It's a problem. When you all chastise a black man, you all hypocrites. When you chastise a black man for his African features of having thick lips and a broad nose, there was no outcry. Nothing was seen wrong with that, Miss Daniel Archer and Mr. Michael Abrahams. Nothing was wrong with that when you all chastise the most honorable Andrew Holness for his natural African features. When a white man, Mark Golding, went on stage and referred to him as a boy because he sees himself superior to the black man, so he can style him as boy and them there. It was nothing. You all expected that labor rights was going to play the sophisticated politics all the days of our life. So you all expected us to sit back and watch y'all demonize and tear down Andrew Holness like one of do to Siaga and Bruce Golding. I tell you this weeks ago, the guard has changed. The guard have changed, and Andrew Holness labor rights we don't come to play. Because if I one thing we are going to do is secure the third term. So if you don't want to go to politics, let us know. Because I tit for tat. Because Andrew will get him third term. Isn't it black man's time? But I really like to know if it's a black man time. A black man time, I still black man time. And at that we are work with a black man time. It is still black man time. So now, what y'all did, because y'all did not, and labor rights want to understand what the political genius of Andrew Holness did on Sunday. He single-handedly brought out a crowd so massive, so gigantic, so humongous, that it sent the PNP head spinning. It sent institutions like the Gleaner grabbing for headlines because their headlines were already lined up. Poor turnout at JLP conference. Andrew Holness couldn't manage to lift the spirit of the labor rights. These were the headlines that the Gleaner had put head down and ready for print. But they did the wrong thing. They woke up the labor rights. And many labor rights like myself, who it was our first conference, we came out and we showed out for Andrew Holness. Because we are not going back to a place. We're not going to that dark sunken place that the PNP had us in for years. Right? We are not going back to that dark sunken place that they had us in for years. And we showed up and we showed out and we showed them that this country is no longer PNP country as they want to purport. Right. It's time now for a change. And it's time now for the laborites who are not yet in full alignment with the message and the goal of Andrew Holness to get yourself in order. Pick up on the bell. Listen to the song. Listen to the party pledge. Listen to the words carefully. Get in alignment to what the Jamaica Labour Party stands for. Because we're moving full speed ahead. We are moving full speed ahead. The Gleaner had their headlines, wanting to come out and say, oh, poor turnout at the JLP conference. The Gleaner had that headline. They had it put down, ready to print and ready to post all over social media. But instead, they had to have headlines of massive crowd and green army. And JLP River come down bank to bank to bank. No artists. No gimmicks. It was a straight message and achievement. Message and achievement. It was just straight message and achievement. Message and achievement. I'm yet to hear all of the PNP them with on internet a flip-flop. And I cap them out because them a top capper as currency. I say big up my teacher. Yeah, capper them. Capper them. Them can't tell me when I'm Mark Golden plan. And today, I am not, moderators, today, I am not going to get out of character. Right? I mean, now go in and out back and forth with nobody where all of them. Nobody where all of them. Me now go in and out back and forth with and telling you why we're moving forward with Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Me not in an argument of why. Because no for uno grow up, uno finish high school under PNP. Uno left school with a subject under PNP. Up to this day, no shopkeeper and alive and still have bills. What uno and parents not pay. A lot of uno never drive a car in our life and never dream of owning a car. Much less on a generation. A lot of uno children now are first generation car owners. First generation university graduates, first generation corporate world individuals. Because all of them used to under PNP is this hustle mentality and eat of food mentality. Nothing of substance and nothing of worth. No for on the tax office no know on the count no have TRN. RGD no know on the count no have birth paper. Bank no know uno don't have a bank account. Those were the subpar lives that you all were living under the people's nationality. So I understand a lot of uno allergic to good life. A lot of uno allergic to goodness. So when you see goodness and see good things, it cannot be fathomed by uno. Uno have to question it. But let me tell you this. Jamaica is moving forward with Andrew Holness. And whether you like it or not, Jamaica is moving forward with Andrew Holness. I can't turn back the third term here. This third term is sure. I mean, I tell you, say the turnout at the national arena is not even an inch of what is going to happen in the next general election. Right? Because me see videos coming out of St. Thomas with first is a cry out, Prime Minister, the flood and we want road and air. But it was just last week Friday y'all showed out in the election. Me not hear no ball on Mark Golding. Me not hear no ball for Mark Golding. The lady win the councillor seat. And the first plan she have for the cemetery. She don't have the plan for the living. There is nothing there for her to do for the living. What is her plan? SSC, no plan them not have for the living. The first thing was she talk about a cemetery. What politics me not have a serious something? The lady said her plan is to go clean up cemetery. What is your plan for the living? And then uno come now pan video ball but Andrew Holness, flood and alligator okay. Alligator for name everyone I know out there. For lunch, supper and dinner. Because at the time of uno feel like say Labour Party they come to help us party. Uno give PNP the time to run with it, wreck the economy and wreck the country, and then okay, Labour rights come, save us, and then that's really them days are gone. Them dead days gone. Labour rights are not come to help us again. Uno vote for, make them fix. Make the people them want to vote for and invest in a fix all our problems. I call Andrew Holness name on our mouth. Because Labour Party not come to help us party. No found don't even know the difference between local government and central government and the reason why we vote for people. We just vote because we want to vote. For fake money over there in Alien Town, you all are now crying and complaining that the $20,000 want to get to vote out JLP, 90% of it is fake. Is that the fake money that L.A. Lewis squandered? Is the fake money that L.A. Lewis squandered on the conference stage back in September at it PNP give figure vote for PNP? So then you know $20,000 and go $3,000 out of the 20. Good. And that you vote for, that you want, and that you get. That you vote for, that you want, and that you get. What really can go so? What really can go so? Thank you for the gifts, guys. I am now 1K subs on YouTube. Go over there, link in my bio, follow and support. I'm getting back up on my game now. A serious time now. Yeah? Because Andrew Holness and in third term, I for sure. There is up to this day, Mark Golding held up. Our conference was so successful that they had to keep a conference right after. They press conference right after. What was the press conference about? Ian Hales, who can't win a seat. Mr. can't win a seat. Ian Lion Hales come out publicly to the nation and lie, telling the people them that NWC wasn't consulted by the Prime Minister, so what the Prime Minister is saying is just fluff and this is just conference talk. It is not real because no consultation was made. But you know what owner ramp with? You know what owner ramp with? The political genius. The son, the political son of Edward Siago. You know what owner ramp with? The doctor, the most honorable Andrew Holness, 10 step ahead of Uno. Uno play checkers and him a play chess. What I talk about? Ian Hales publicly came out and lied. Not only on the Prime Minister, but on the board of directors of the National Water Commission, and he has yet to come out and apologize for it. I mean, I said Daniel Archer coming out and saying, oh, that's not good. We must have some form of integrity. and sometimes a character about ourselves as political leaders. Me not see Michael Abrahams, who claims him is a devoted Christian, come out and talk against Ian Lion Hills. And no, me not hear them come out come talk against Ian Lion Hills, who came out and publicly lied against the Prime Minister, lied against the board of the National Water Commission in their press conference. Daytonisha can't win a seat in a Senton. Big up Crystal Lee. Mr. Daytonisha can't win a seat. What were you at the press conference to do? What? Because I don't even remember what you said, because it don't make no sense. The time you run up and down, I try to topple the government with your lies and your false narratives. You're going to try and learn how to win a seat. You will go and learn how to win a seat. Mark Golding, Mr. White Buckamaster, who will never be Prime Minister of independent Jamaica. You are, I would say, respectfully, a political disgrace. You are an embarrassment to the political arena in Jamaica. And we know that is not you really running the PNP, you know. You're only the puppet and the string. You're only trying to win to make your friend, Mr. Bunting, can't win a seat. Because it seems like everybody with PNP right now can't win a seat. Everybody on that side cannot win a seat, don't know how to win a seat. We know Sir Peter Bunting here try to save up something for. We know. But it not gonna work. Waragwana Arnett Gardens, the people of Arnett Gardens have been calling on you for weeks, months. And remember, you know, you is the king of press conference. You and the PNP are the king of press conference. I don't have yet to hold a press conference calling for peace in Arnett Gardens. Progressive, they are so nonchalant. They lack what? Foresight. They lack vision. And because them have a leader like you who lack vision as well, them living at the house, they don't put a coat of paint on the building. These are people who are living free, you know. They don't put a coat of paint on the building. The building is there eating away at itself, and they could not buy a bag of cement and try to fortify the building. And remember, you know, you say it is political victimization why the building was not being upkept because you're right about it. What is important to you? Is it to give the people in your constituency a good quality life? Because if it was important to you, Mr. Mark Golding, White Buckamaster, you love to keep press conference. Why you never call a press conference and hear out the labor rights for political victimization? But that is not important to you. Right? Sorry, turn on that. Also, if giving the life, a quality life to the people in your constituency was utmost priority to you, Mr. Mark Golding, why did you went to the Bahamas and invest $20 million into low-income housing? The people them in a jungle and Arnett Garden and Torrington Bridge and all over in your constituency, you not feel like a time now for them to live some standard quality of life. Like stop defecating in scandal bag and throwing it down the gully. What are your plans? We have plans galore for the people of Jamaica on this side. We are about action and results. We talk about farm roads and Minister Green fix farm roads. We talk about hospital. Minister Tufton a build, a renovate. Build multiple health centers, buy multiple equipments. Do more than one healthcare initiative, whether it's from pap smear to pap smear screening subsidy, whether it's to medication subsidy, whether it's giving you a second chance at smiling, whether it's giving you a new limb to life. We have ministers that are working. We have one of the best security ministers. The best security minister since independent history. And the results are there to speak for itself. And only God and himself can come down and tell me, say, the recent spike in murders in Jamaica is not at the hand of the people's nationality. Yeah, because at September we were well on our way to hitting below 1,000 murders. But all of a sudden, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And at that, I say, I'm not take it back. And only the Lord himself can come down and tell me, say, I know so it go. Because this is the type of life. And this is the extent to which the PNP would go to win and gain power. The PNP is now talking against the $20,000. The PNP, Mark Golding, Julian Robinson, Peter Bunting, Lisa Anna, Angela Brownberg, Peter Phillips, Denise Daly, Nita Edley Garvey, the whole of them is now talking again because I want PNP and when one say, and that all say. Me wrong or me right because that me I stick with. They are now speaking against the $20,000 tax give back. So anything to benefit the poor class of people, the PNP is against it. We are not supposed to benefit from it. Remember, you know, PNP never give back nothing. Me can't go as far as my granny, because my great-grandmother died in 2022. So me can't go as far back as my grandmother and ask her what she ever remember the People's National Party giving back to the people of Jamaica. More than $40 billion in a tax package. Begging capital of the world. Murder capital of the world. You now get look upon if you not pay a doctor's bill in a hospital. Buying $10 ketchup tie out in a bag. Pinch of salt in a brown paper. If you buy a cube of ice from the only person in the community will have a fridge and put that in a jug and make it safe for the rest of the day. Because having a fridge was a privilege. It was a sacred privilege that many of Jamaicans could not afford under the People's National Party. We were promised to be pothole free in 2002. And to this day, we can't sum up for the level of mismanagement that happened underneath the People's National Party. And that is why we are not going back full speed ahead with Andrew Holness on to the third term. On to the third term, we are going full speed ahead with Andrew Holness. Most of the people that in a Mark Gordon constituency are not going to benefit from the cutback in electricity. You know why? Because they're already down there living free. They don't pay electricity. They do not pay electricity, so they will not benefit. So that is not good enough for Mark Golding, because the people who he governs won't benefit because they're already breaking the law and living free, not paying electricity. Let's talk about it. Mark Golding don't have a plan. Mark Golding lack vision. Mark Golding lack foresight. There is nothing to this day Mark Golding keep press conference. And I thought that this one was going to come with the alternatives, because he must say, all right now, the labor rights have awakened their base, plus some more. And they're out and about. So let me come now and finally tell the people of Jamaica what is my plan for them. This man come out crying. Oh, they're calling me a white man. Sir, you are white. What we call you? What are we supposed to call Mark Golding? Isn't he a white man? You not hear me? Tell me if you hear me now. Okay, we're not here. Come out and come back, Bertie. Is Mark Golding a Chinese man? Mark Golding is not a Chinese. Evans man, you need to just lift up on my live, moderator. Get the money away from me, please and thanks. 2016 where? 2016 where? This crowd is live from the National Arena just last week, inside and outside. And that's how delusional you are, and we have the live clips. And I have my eyes because I was there in live and living colors. When somebody did that in live and living colors, I want to say, Labor Right River come down bank to bank to bank. You remember it, guys? Alright, sorry about that, guys. I still have my internet did not drop. I don't know what is wrong with Flow, but the first thing we do every month I pay my internet bill, so them trying about with me this Saturday. Right? So as me I say, this crowd was a perfect indication of them wake up the antness, and the labor rights were out and the energy was up. It was just something that you cannot explain to a person for them to fully understand what occurred at the National Arena on Sunday. It is something that you cannot explain. You just had to be there. You just had to be there. It was electrifying. We are fully active and strong. JLP is fully active and strong with the political genius, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, that man they call bro God. He is going to lead us into a third term. He is a man of action, not a bag of mouth. Him not too fussy. Him not baga and him wasa no chaka. He is about the people's business and getting the people's business done. He does not only speak, but he do. Up to this day, Mark Jefferson Golding cannot tell the people of Jamaica what are his plan, what are his substantial plan for the people of Jamaica. What is the alternative? When I look in the arena, because I went there for fear and I also went there for the message. Seeing that it was my first conference, I wanted to hear the message because I am about a better Jamaica. Because really and truly, at this point in my life, I don't see myself living outside of Jamaica. I want to travel the world, but my home is Jamaica. Right? So I went and I listened to the plan. I went and I listened for the action of what else is going to come. Because what the Prime Minister and his team has already done is good enough for me. But what more? What more could they do to wow me? To let me even convince myself more that I am with the right party and I am indeed born to be a Labourite and could never be nothing but a Labourite. And the message from every speaker resonated with the person in the arena. The message from every speaker resonated with the persons in the arena. It wasn't a gimmick show. It wasn't a clown show. Every speaker, from the youngest mayor in Jamaica's history from Montego Bay, from the two young ladies from Young Jamaica, to the foreign minister, when I look at Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith, and I visualized Kamina Johnson-Smith on a world stage versus Brown Burke, using my imagination, I cannot fathom that. I cannot see it practical. Kamina Johnson-Smith versus Angela Brownburg, you must be crazy. We're going full speed ahead, forward ever, backward never with the Labour Party. So much so that the message resonated so much so that all the critics and all the naysayers, they had to be scrambling to change their headlines because they had the negative headlines written up and waiting to publish their story. But of speaker after speaker, they had to change their headlines. And at the end of the conference, they had to change their headlines because Damian Crawford said it best, that the Labourites are in disarray and the turnout will be dismal and it will be low. But PNP propaganda machine like the Gleaner had no choice to talk about the sea of green that came out in Kingston. When I was leaving the National Arena, one of my friends called me. I'm in Crossroad coming. I'm saying, coming where? Conference done. Him could reach from after 11 to after 3. I'm stuck in a crossroad and can't reach. That was how massive the crowd was. Some of the buses from country, they basically just stop a road and have them kind of make no sense. They made their way to the arena because they just couldn't reach. Along with the rain that was falling in country, the traffic on the road, it doesn't make no sense. We're not talking about the Labourites who stayed home. We're not talking about the Labourites who are overseas. This turnout that you are seeing on my screen was last week Sunday in the National Arena, in and outside. The conference was massive. And it spoke to the PNP to let them know that Jamaica is not ready for a change. Jamaica is not ready for a change. We are going straight into a third term. We are going straight into a third term with Andrew Holness because Mark Golding doesn't have a plan. There's nothing of substance that he has to offer the people. He's walking around with a team of rejects. He and Liardales, Daytonisha cannot win a seat. Campbell, Julian don't have a clue. Robinson, Birchell, I don't even know if I refer to she because she don't even match up to Crystal. That a Tomlinson me talk about now. She not even match up to Crystal 6-inch pumps. So she don't really make no sense. Because Crystal Tomlinson was the best that it went when it comes to youth in politics over PNP. And it don't make no sense. She not ready. And until she realized that the politics in Jamaica is not about your big body and your fine waist and your cute face. You're being fooled, young lady, by the narcissist men over there on the PNP side. We don't really care about that. So, you don't even make no sense. But all the people in the PNP right now are some rejects. Rejects left, right, and center. In the last election, they barely held on to their seats. And we're going to show them again. And we're going to show them with definitive action when the next general election is called that we are very serious about going forward with Andrew Holness. We are very serious about seeing Jamaica move forward. And we are not turning back. Thanks for the follow, guys. Tap up the screen, click the link in my bio, subscribe to my YouTube. I don't even want to talk about Dre Bryan because can you imagine? I have not been on TikTok for a couple weeks because I'm a very busy working labor. When me reach my night time, after me bed and me eat, me knock right out because I'm up again the next morning and me gone out to work. Me not have time for waste because no politician can give me 2,000 in an envelope for vote. Me work for mine. Right? And the definition of what it means to be a labor right, hardworking, independent, go-getter, that is me. And I ever call my name, but sound the alarm and ring the bell. The unofficial GenSec of the Jamaica Labour Party is back on TikTok. Yeah, that is me, goody. So all of who they out there for my name, and I'm sending the message, say, oh, not we get her for TikTok. Ring the bell, sound the alarm. I am back. So, I'm going to go huddle up somewhere and get up on a 10-point plan because I am going nowhere and I'm here to stay. Because if one thing Andrew Holness must do is get a third term. I'm not going to allow them to come from social media, come take over the space and spread lies and propaganda. Spread lies and propaganda and misinformation and demonize our leader in the same way that you know do Edward Siago and Bruce Golding and get them out. It's not going to work this time around. You have to go draw up a different plan. You have to go draw up a different plan and see how and try to make it work. But if I one thing I know, and I one thing I'm very sure about, is Andrew Holness and his third term is very sure. Andrew Holness and his third term is very sure. And a lot of y'all who sit at your yards and on the roadside and the corner and feel like prosperity are going to come catch you because you just sit down and wait for you to reach the doorstep. It's not going to work. Get up and invest in yourself. Because nobody is coming to save y'all. You have to save on yourself. You have to get yourself in line. So when the train come on already, you not run like headless chicken or try fit upon. But when the train reach, you the right at the door, you just go in. Get up and invest in yourself. Sign up for your course of art. Go do a CXC. Call centers are now taking persons without subject. Go make the best of the opportunity. Get the work experience of out there being in the corporate world. Do some subject on the meantime. Build up on a resume. Get a diploma. Get a training skill. Something. Make yourself be readily available. You have the subjects. You have all of that. You've been a send out resume. The resumes that you write in high school, now go cut it. In a field where there are thousands and hundreds of job seekers, you have to stand out to recruiters. You have to make yourself pop out. See, I'm like one who want pop out when now go out. I want to put on the best clothes. I want to put on the best shoes and the best hair. Fix up on a resume. That's so when you go in front of the resume, reach the recruiter. It pops out and the recruiter sees it and say, okay, this resume says something about this person. Let me call them for an interview. Prepare yourselves for the interview. See, I'm like on sit down on TikTok and prepare on yourself for people business to find out who box, who and who send pile and who this. Prepare on yourself. Because the Bible don't tell you if you fail to plan or you fail to plan, whatever they say in one go right now, I remember it. You basically fail. You have to plan for your life, people. We are Jamaicans, we are Caribbean people. We already set behind because you have ancestors of Mark Golden who oppressed ours so that set us back in life. So would they 10 step behind? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Thank you. Sometimes head lapse. Mark Golden and his ancestors already set us 400 years behind. Right? So we are not privileged. We are not tapanaris like Mark Golden and his kids and his ancestors who live up in Upper St. Andrew. If we want to go up Upper St. Andrew, we have to work like the Prime Minister. And we have to invest in ourselves. And we have to do what it takes. Get a resume professionally done if that's what it takes. Somebody says I'm charge $5,000. What is $5,000 to a lifetime investment? Have you securing a job, securing health insurance, pension and all of that for yourself, breaking out of generational destruction and curse? You hear say a job fear keep. Get up off of yourself, attire yourself properly and go out. You may never know. Sometimes we have to open the doors for ourselves. We cannot sit down and expect that things are going to magically happen to us or for us. People out there upset with the Prime Minister because them not get no 20,000. You have never paid any tax other than GCT when you go to the supermarket. You have not contributed to society in any way, but you are the first one who seeks and wants to benefit. What can really go so? What can really go so? I would really like to know. But as I said, people, we are moving forward, backward never, with Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. The man with the plan, the man with the vision, and the one who is about action and not a bag of mouth. They said 1.5 could not work. Like they're saying the reduction in GCT from 15% to 7% cannot work. Everything to benefit the poorer class of people that they say they love, they're fighting against it. Why? Can we ask ourselves or ask Mark Golding and Peter Bunting if them alone to get sweetheart deals from the government? Because they got sweetheart deals, you know. They got it in FinSac for their company that they sold for over 100 million US dollars. That's how much it benefited them. That their company was so profitable in the end, they sold it for over 100 million US dollars. But here's Mark Golding trying to fight against a mere meager $20,000. And him rich. Mark Golding is now complaining and crying about vote buying. Mark Golding, you are rich. Put your money where your mouth there. Give poor people some of the money. Buy some vote, man. You say you're rich. Put your money where your mouth is. What the problem? All you do is sit and complain. You are not complaining that we're calling you white. A white man is complaining that somebody is calling him white. I do not understand it, and I cannot fathom what are we supposed to call him. Yes, we are giving away $20,000, right? But Mark Golding is at his high on the NIR and want to give away 400 million out of the NIR, and we know the criteria of why persons will get their $20,000. Mark Golding cannot. This is what he says, you know. He will give away 400 million out of the NIR. But Mark Golding cannot tell us in what ratio will you share this money, what will be the qualification for persons to get this money, and how we will fund back this money to put in the NIR. Right? Mark Golding cannot tell us none of that. But yet he's complaining about, oh, it's a run with it program. Wasn't Jeep a run with it program? And I'll know the engine for the Jeep can't find. Wasn't Jeep a run with it program? But a work and a run with it program. What y'all are at JUTC with were situated in a garrison. And everybody in the garrison are working at JUTC, secretary of secretary, cleaner of cleaner. Wasn't that a run with it program? It is just disgraceful. And it is just a pity that yes, you're going to have people who are, I don't know what to call them, if I blind them or them just born fool, that will want to gravitate toward Mark Golding. But I believe that the majority of Jamaicans who have sense and know where we're coming from know that we cannot go back. At this point in juncture, we cannot turn back. So Jamaica, you better hold on to what you have. Because if it is not Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party, it is nothing else. Mark Golding cannot maintain and manage the constituency that he had no work done to gain. It was just handed over to him. He cannot maintain the roads. He cannot improve the life of the people living in his constituency. He cannot maintain the buildings. What is Mark Golding doing with the 20 million from the CDF that he gets annually? Not one road have been maintained or fixed in his constituency. Not one building have been repaired or painted. Not one initiative. Not one scholarship granted. What is Mark Golden doing for the people of South St. Andrew? What is he doing for them? He inherited a constituency like Angela Brown Burke. And they both have done nothing. Because they are banking on a PNP country and the people will just vote for us because in the name of Omar Davis and in the name of Portia Simpson Miller. It was just a couple months ago, Mark Golden hung up phone from PJ Patterson. But now they're advertising PJ Patterson around like he's the king or he's something good. Because the aim is to get power and to talk about the past leaders. But Mark Golden, what is your plan? National Integrity Action, PSOJ, Matalan, all of them. From one to all. Them could have chat from now till the morning. We mean it when we say we no want a white man and a white man now rule we in a 2024. A black man time now. It is black man time. Send that message very loud and clear to Mark Golden. It is black man time now. I want to share the life to Mark Golden to make him know. And black man time now. So no matter when come and ball and oh the laborers are so aggressive. Oh the laborers are jeering me. When you and your minions them out there. I disrespect laborers left, right and center. When I demonize Edward Siago, who serve this nation so well. When I cuss Andrew Holness and tell him say him nose big. His African features. When I cuss him and talk about it. There was no morality being taunted by NIA and the PSOJ. When you went on a stage and put the chair on a black man's neck, no integrity action, no PSOJ, no Michael Abrahams, no Gleaner. When Damien Egg Dread can't win a seat, Goat Dread Crawford disrespected Mrs. Vance and said she done. And said, oh, because our skin, there was no morality and integrity being taunt around and spoken of. But now that the shoes is on the other foot, y'all are crying, but what did they do? Can't undo and it can't rub out. Full speed ahead with Andrew Holness, and we done so we say and we mean we say. No white man we no want both ya. That we say and that we mean. So we're not going to do about it. We're not going to sit down and cry over it every day. Or we're not going to make Mark Golden get serious and come tell you why in plans. We need to know what Mark Golden plans. We're not in a talking and again labor rights. Stop go on platform. I make them I tell you what to talk about. The argument is what is Mark Golden plan. If them can't tell you what Mark Golden plan, the argument cut. We don't want to hear nothing. And what Mark Golden plan, that is what we're talking about. We don't want to hear about the 90s. We don't want to hear about Integrity Commission. We don't want to hear about nothing. We don't want to hear about Cornwall Regional. We don't want to hear. We want to hear what is Mark. Yes, Travi. We know all of that. From Portia to Chaka Chaka to Egg Dread to Matilda, to Datanisha, to Liard Eels, all of them disrespected Andrew Holness racially. Call them little boy and such man and little girl and them they and big nose and nobody was up in arm about it. But we don't feel like so this is the type of the Labour Party where when we used to say things and we used to, we're not apologize. We say that we say that we mean. Anything we say that we say, I will not take it back. So if we don't want to say things, do not provoke us. Yes, the conference I'm mad them. It more than I'm mad them. It send them in a tailspin because they cannot understand where this crowd they come from. They cannot understand where the crowd come from. When Mark Gordon was entering conference in September, there was nobody there to greet him more than the few hungry belly rum drinking PNP them. If you all go back and watch the live video footage, look at the screen that's outside. The crowd was there sick. They had to go for barriers from the entrance of the National Arena, the gate, go straight into the building and put it up. Because the crowd was that thick to meet this political genius. This man that God has sent to rescue the people out of Jamaica from the bondage of the wicked PNP government. And their PNPism is one Dr. Andrew Holness, the most honorable. And we're going forward, ever backward, never. So who not like it, I don't know if you tell me say no. But I just saw it go and that we are do. We are move forward with Andrew Holness. So all the cry, Mark Golding a cry. And him a ban and him a tell you say, oh, people are calling him this and people we don't want to hear Mark Golding why your plans. What is Mark Golding plans for the people of Jamaica? That is what we want to know about. We want to know what are the plans for the people of St. Thomas. We want to know what are the plans for the people of South St. Andrew. We want to know what are the plans for the people of Central St. Mary. What are the plans? You do not have no plan. You do not have no vision. You do not have no substance. You just come and chat. Me see what they them send one little boy. What's the name? Jaim on radio. Utter disgrace. Utter disgrace. They're asking this young man for manifesto. The man say them not have no message and them have put in a manifesto, and although manifesto come out maybe a week before an election, the people are going to believe in them so much so that they will still vote for them even though they are not going to read the manifesto. In 2024, and you say you are going to be the next face of the political arena in Jamaica, I would highly recommend that you reconsider that, because it don't make no sense. And up to this day, I can't find one somebody over PNP will make sense. Not one. Not one people, not one thing on the People's National Party side makes sense. It don't make no sense. It's just not relevant. And it is very sad to say that Jamaica will become a one-party government. Because we are going for the third, the fourth, and the fifth. And maybe after the fifth, because of DJ Wayne, maybe after the fifth term, we will see if we're not ready. And if we're not ready for that, we're going full speed ahead again with the Jamaica Labour Party into the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and the 10th term. Because Jamaica must be developed and Jamaica must continue on its path to becoming one of the world leaders on the world stage. And it cannot be that, thank you, Trudin, it cannot be that we are going to fix the economy for 4 or 8 years and then we'll come in and wreck it and we start again from scratch and scratch and scratch. Yeah, I'm good. It's not going to work. We are going full speed ahead with Andrew Holness. And there is no turning back. There is none. Good afternoon, Charmaine. We are going full speed ahead with Andrew Holness. He's crying in a truth, and he's crying about we call him in a white man. I don't understand how a white man is crying about people calling him a white man. Sir, you are white. And when you went on a stage and him always do it, I wonder if him have sense. You disrespected your wife by calling her she's of African descent. Oh, she's of African descent, so what descent are you from? Right? Imakiji, your wife is of African descent, so what descent are you from? And you grew up in Jamaica, so where were you born? You know, the PNP, them thinks that they're smart, but they're not really smart. Because when he say him grew up in Jamaica, someone want to know where him born. Him say him wife is from African descent. So what descent are you from? Because if you are not from Chinese, you're not Korean, you must be white. And why are you complaining on a chastise Andrew Holness for years about him big nose, which are dominant African features? And we complain not. He complain not. Him just ride the wave and him go on about the people's business. Him not trace with you know. Him not in the bagger with you know. Him continue for work because the mission is and the goal is for a better Jamaica, and that's what he was focused on and he continues to focus on. But you are walking around with data, Nisha. Liar the ears, don't have a clue Robinson, can't win a seat bunting, confuse Burke, and at this day you can't tell the people what on a substantial plan for Jamaica. What are on a substantial plan? One of to come back on tax party? Tax phone call, tax hand card, tax sanitary napkin. Put back user fees in school. Put back user fees in hospitals. What is on a plan? A one good children and another two. I'ma tell them, say, sound the alarm because I am back. Because we are going into an election year and we are fully active, full speed ahead on the mission and the vision and the goal of Andrew Holness and what he is about. We are fully active. Thank you for the gifts. Fully active with Andrew Holness, with his vision and his mission and what he's about. And young people, let me tell you, because a lot of y'all are not so politically inclined like myself. Because, yes, the political scene can get nasty and sometimes it's not really worth it. And sometimes you have to take a step back like I did. Because it can be draining and it is tiresome. Fine. But the PNP are the Jamaica that we grew up under. We should try to remember. And if we cannot remember, ask with grandparents and with parents. And let them tell you about the life that they used to live. A lot of us are first generation car owners. A lot of us are first generation degree holders. A lot of us are first generation working in the corporate world. Because under the People's National Party, it was always the hustle mentality. It was always eat a food mentality. There was no structure for the people to live a quality life. It was always for the Tapanaris. And for all who don't know, the Jamaica Labour Party was formed out of a workers' union. The Jamaica Labour Party has always been for the people. The PNP was formed out of a group of lawyers and Tapanaris from the upper echelons who just formed a club and say, okay, let us go and form a political party. And that is why they call us the dirty laborites. When they refer to us as the dirty laborites, when they refer to us as the dirty laborites, we wore the name with a badge of honor. We walked with pride as dirty laborites, and we said nothing. And we continue to work as the dirty laborites we are. And we never complain. But there was no integrity action in Daniel Archer, PSOJ, Michael Abrams, the Gleaner, when Mark Golding and the PNP, and Omar Davis and PJ Patterson, all of them refer to us as dirty laborites, and Michael Manley and all of them. There was no uproar. Nobody was upset about it. That white people were in Jamaica calling black people dirty. They called us dirty not only because we work the lower spectrum of jobs in the fields. They called us dirty because we were black and your black skin was seen as something that was dirty. That is the People's National Party. That is the People's National Party. They call us dirty laborites because of our skin color. And we were the dirty laborers who worked in fields and did the dirty work, while they were the echelons and the lawyers and the doctors who sit around coffee tables and drink coffee and lick champagne glass together. No one was upset about that and no one talked about it. But now we are here calling a white man for what he is, a mere white man. Everybody is upset. But we already know, because we are from the lower class and we are the laborers, we were never seen equal with the Tapanaris of the PNP. We were given a different slate when it comes to judging our actions, because out there the workers have the same rights as the employer, right? So them are the employer and we are the employees. We can't depend on the same level with them. So them can come and call with dirty labor rights and big nose and little boy. And we fi sab it up and we fi just hold that. But the guard has changed. The guard has changed. Tell it in the highways and the byways. The guard has changed and we are a different set of labor rights. And we not back down. And we are stick with what we say. We don't want a white man to lead we. And that we say and that we mean. So integrity action, Michael Abraham, PSOJ, the Glean and all the writers who are writing articles and they are up and their orange panties are up in a bunch and they're upset about the labor rights calling a white man a white man. Well, you are going to be even more upset because we are not apologizing. And we also do not want y'all apology. So, we used to demonize Edward Siago. We demonize him on even to the day of his burial. We come and apologize and tell, oh, he was a good man and oh, he was a visionary. Keep your apology. Let him continue to rest. We, the laborers, know and understand the value of Edward Seago, and we'll continue to live in his truth, and we will continue to speak good of him. Y'all keep your apology. We don't need that, because we not apologize, because that's what we're not going to do now. Oh, we're going to apologize for what we said about Edward Seago, so you all apologize. We not apologize. So anything we say about Mark Golden, that we say, and that we mean. And that we say, and that we mean. I'm not in an argument with nobody in the comments. I'm not in no back and forth. Because anything when I say, and that I say, and nobody can beat me, and that I say, and that me mean. We not apologize. We don't want no Baka Master Chaka white man for lead with. And the burial spot that Mark Golden is fighting for at Euro Circle is not going to get it. We can dig out a spot over Maypen Cemetery, right down there. Him nah go over Euro Circle. Me sorry. The truth is an insult, but it ain't no sin. And that me say, and that me mean. I want Andrew Holness, Dr. the most honorable, political genius, political extraordinaire. There is no other to lead Jamaica unto a third term. And that is why, for weeks and months, the PNP has tried. The lowest of low that they went was to try Mark Golden, while the man was not in Jamaica, tried to move a no confidence motion against him. He had his 14 clowns, excluding Lisa Anna because she did not show up on that day. But she's still a part of the circus. Right? They tried to move a motion of no confidence against Andrew Holness. That was the lowest, and I think that was their last straw, because they think, oh, when we went there, we're going to get the country to rile up. But it still didn't work. They won their bastions in St. Thomas and Anian Town. Those are PNP bastions. They won them last week Friday, just before the Jamaica Labour Party conference. And the egg dread went on a stage. Oh, we have broken the spirits of the laborers. Their conference is going to be empty. They should cancel it. And him call Cliff Hughes and him say, Laborer conference cancel. But little did they know that they are walking on ants' nests. Little did not they know that the bells of the laborers were taken up. And we showed them that we mean business. We show, and we're out and about, and we are sending a signal not only to the PNP, but we are sending a signal to Dr. the most honorable Andrew Holness that listen, labor rights are active. Labor rights are active, and we are ready for a third term. We sent a message not only to the PNP and Mark Golden and his team of clowns looking to start their next circus, that we are ready. We are ready, and we are active, and we are ready for Dr. the most honorable Andrew Holness to lead us straight into a third term. We are ready. Labor rights, as Currency said it, and she said it best. And to me, she was and she is the woman of conference. Her speech resonated. It was like she was awakening the masses. I met when we say labor rights, it's time. Pick up on a bell. Pick up on a bell. The time is now. We are going straight into a political. We can't drop no catch. We are the government. We are on the forefront. Don't allow no PNP people come from no platform come telling you what we talk about. We are not talking about the 80s. and the 90s unless we are telling people of the atrocities that the People's National Party did to the Jamaican people. We are not talking about no integrity commission. We are not talking about no bank account. We just don't want to hear. What we want to hear is Mark Golding plan. And if them not talk about Mark Golding plans and its future, and when have plans for Jamaica, we no want to hear. We not care. We just do not care. We don't want to hear, and we just not care. And we are lead right now. And it is evident them are mad out. We know Mark Golding have no plan. But when we ask them to tell us what is Mark Golding plan, them are going to mute and the conversation are go done. We know that. Give me a minute, guys. Mark Golding have no plan, no future. There is nobody on his team with a little vision, nothing. Nobody on Mark Golding team have even a toops of vision in them for us to say, okay, they have people. When you look at the Jamaica Labour Party and you look at young, vibrant minds like Currency Morrison, Floyd Green, Minister Terry Long, Dana, the young mayor from Montego Bay. It is just endless. G2K is active. Young Jamaica is active. We are ready and active. The Jamaica Labour Party is ready and active. We are going straight into a third term. And this is my final message to all the party persons at the top, the MPs and the councillors. Get with the times. Pull up on your socks, lace up on your boots, and get with the times. The time is now. Get with the movement. Communicate with your people. And when I say communicate with the people, I mean by communicate with the labor rights first and foremost. Communicate with your labor rights. Let them understand that this is what you're doing, this is how you're doing it, and this is why you are doing it. Communicate with the people on the division, on the constituency. Get the team mobilized. Get active. So all who did asleep, a time now for we get active and get in one accord. And to the PNP them who are come over to the Labour Party, we welcome anybody except Lisa and Damian Crawford. Them can't stay. We accept y'all because in reality and true, if we are preaching prosperity and prosperity is for all, nothing is wrong if we don't see the vision and we don't see prosperity and we want to jump on the train. Nothing is wrong with that. But guess what? You're going to come into the Labour Party from supporters to councillors to workers to MPs. You are going to come over into the Labour Party and join along. Get along with the movement and the train. So what you used to do in PNP, you're not going to do it over here. You're going to follow, get in line, and go in one accord with what the Labour Party is about. How we do things, and how we run things. If we not gonna come over to create problem, might as well not stay over there, so. If we don't really want to come over for prosperity and for drawing the train of prosperity and for a better Jamaica, we welcome y'all. But conditions apply. Come and get in accord with what the Jamaica Labour Party stand for, with what the leader is doing. So no matter come and believe the same hanky panky one you used to do over PNP, you will come over and do it over here, sir. We not depend that. Perfect example, as somebody said in the chat, Venetia Phillips. She is a perfect example. She is well gelled in. She is on one accord with the JLP. She is an active laborite. Because the vision and the goal is Andrew Holness and in third term. So to the laborites who are not yet active, time for to pick up on the bell and get on the train. And to the PNP, them who want to come over, come on along. But conditions apply. We are going to act and we are going to walk in one accord. Show our laborites. And I rest my case. Third term loading. Anybody want to come up in the box? Can so do. I will end at 4. Thank you for the follow. Guys, click the link in my bio and follow me on YouTube. This live for the persons who miss it as well. No, I'm not show off by you, man. I'm not show off with my bell. The persons who miss this live, I will be posting it on YouTube. So nobody want to come up and say anything? No? Okay, going once. Let me look. Going twice. Alright. I ain't see nobody. Alright guys, I'm going to end now and go edit this vlog for YouTube. Want to post it over there for the persons who missed it in its entirety. You can catch it on YouTube. Big up on yourself. Stay active. As me say, third term sure and third term loading. Don't allow PNP to hold no narrative on no platform with nobody. The message clear. What is Mark Golden plan? And if them can't tell no what Mark Golden plan, conversation cut. That is what we are talking about. Mark Golden plan. We're not talking about an integrity commission. We're not talking about a road because Sparks is coming. Reach program is coming. All of that, everything already take care of and seal and done. So we don't need to talk about that. What we are talking about right now. Thank you, Trudlin. Thank you, Paul. What we are talking about right now is Mark Golden plan. And if them can't tell what Mark Golden plan, we do not want to hear it. Argument done. Big up on yourself, laborers. I don't know who else is live, but I will see y'all on TikTok later. $100. Could have never 2. Yeah.